Hi Capricorns, welcome to your April reading. I'm Marianne and this is Marianne's Mystic Mentions. Oh man, I'm really happy to be here with you. I am behind. It's April 3rd and I could give you a laundry list of reasons why, but what I will tell you is we are still in Mercury and Venus retrograde energy. Okay, so that should say for a lot of you who watched my channel or who watch any real channel that has to do with, astrological things or metaphysical things, this is real. I mean, and more people are realizing that. So when we have retrogrades, things slow down and there's delays and there's little tricky things with Mercury, like, transportation issues or technical issues I've experienced completely during this time. There are reschedules at my business. There's, like I said, slowdowns. Forget about it. Venus as well at the same time. Venus is about love and magic and beauty, and all that can be that way, but it's also taken a back burner. We're more introspective, has a lot to do with relationships. I'm sure every single one of you in some way has had some kind of a revelation about a relationship. It doesn't have to always be romantic, but a lot of them are. I'll be honest with Venus, that's the main deal. I mean, Venus just loves love, right? So, yeah, but here's the good news. It's ending. We have Mercury's going direct on the 7th, and that's next Monday. And then Venus going direct on the 12th, which is not far after that. And then there's a period they call the shadow period. It's before and after any planet goes direct or retrogrades. And it just needs to build up its momentum back to the, normal energetic field that it has, right? So I just wanted to preface that. I'm not going to talk a lot about that. I have a collective, reading I do on Mondays, and it goes much more into detail. It's a lot longer. I'm trying to really capsulize these for you. Get right to the heart of the matter, as they say. It seems to be having a good effect. So I'm going to continue with that. And let you know that on my channel, if you're new, I graciously welcome you. This is one of my favorite things to do in my life. I've done it for a long time. I'm a psychic intuitive reader, meaning I get downloads and I do speak of those messages as they come along. But I'm intuitive like everybody, and I work on it and I ask for that, specifically in readings, in addition to the messages that come through on the tarot. So I like to start with the whole energy aspect of our lives, our bodies, and I started by talking about what Spirit wants you to know about for the month of April as far as your chakra goes. Blue was the color that came out. That is the chakra that's related to our throat. It actually was the one that I just read for with Sagittarius, but for some reason I always have a conversation before any of my videos with the particular sign I'm reading for. And as I started to talk with you, Capricorn, blue definitely came out for you. So it doesn't mean that it's the one Spirit's going to mention, but energy is everywhere. It's in color. It's certainly in our energy fields that we have, which are the chakras throughout our body. And I have these 8 chakra cards that have beautiful sayings on them, so that if you ever feel, and you've not heard of this and you get introduced to it on this channel, there are times when the specific chakra may feel a little bit blocked, or it's, feeling inhibited or, restricted in some way. These beautiful sayings can turn it around. And I've used this myself to know. I practice it every day. I ask to open all of my chakras. It makes us just a more whole and complete person with the most energy that we could require and expend. So I'm going to put it behind my back and just shuffle around a little bit. It's very, low key, if you will, simplistic, but it matters because Spirit knows what's going on. And then I correlate the actual crystal and read to you what it says about that as well. And I wear that to infuse our readings. Okay. So for you beautiful, beautiful Capricorns, we've got the lavender. This is one of the 2 or 3 times that this has come up. A predominance of the chakras for the month of April have been from the throat chakra up, with a couple of exceptions with the solar plexus. That's our strength and our courage and our confidence, right? I love this. This is actually the 7th chakra. That is the crown chakra, and it's known as the one that helps us to receive information and downloads, you know, because we all are all the time, but when you're tuned into it and you ask for it, they are more clear and concise, which is what I always pray for before I do my readings. And the message it says is 7 is a spiritual number as well. Just putting that out there. But my divine internal knowing is seamless with the creative force, love, and the intelligence of the universe. I am the essence of love personified, and you most certainly are. We all are deserving of love. We all are enough. And sometimes, especially now, with a very important eclipse series that started for the next 18 months. We just had the first one in Virgo on the 14th, I believe, of March. It was the full moon lunar eclipse. We're still feeling the effects. And then the very last one of the last 18-month series of eclipses, which was North Node, Aries, South Node, Libra. We had that on the 29th of March. So we're still absolutely feeling it. The messages are going to continue to come through for the next 6 months. Until the next series, because they're every 6 months. And then after 18 months, they change to yet another 2 signs, and it just continues on. And the last time this happened in this particular fashion was with the North Node now in Pisces, South in Virgo, as I mentioned, was, I believe it said between 2004 and 6, about 18, 19 years. So, you know, cycles, things that come back around, and they can affect us in similar ways, not always exactly in the same way, but something to take note of if you remember certain things happening at that time. This is beautiful, though. This is the grounding aspect of this is the way we allow the messages that can help us in our life to transform in the way we need to. You know, just that support. We all need that. It's always there. All we need to do is ask. So once again, this beautiful, and I have it on there because it was already used. I have my 2 beautiful necklaces, and this came in a gift package, and it comes with all these crystals correlating with the chakras. And you have, well, no, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Yeah, but it is the next one. So the crown chakra has the clear quartz, and that was on this one. So we're all set up, and I'm going to wear this to infuse the reading and the meaning and the power behind the beautiful clear quartz crystal. And this is just one of many different forms. Crystals are amazing, and they're incredibly powerful and helpful and protective. It says wisdom, awareness, and focus. And it says clear quartz. I focus with clarity on my spiritual purpose. So there's a very strong collective and individual energy that will be presiding for the next 18 months with Pisces in the North Node position, one of the most spiritual signs of the zodiac, incredibly intuitive, creative, you know, just the mutable, open-minded, giving, just this softness that you can't help but feel it even in the harder, more challenging times this year or whatever. With this Piscean energy there, it's going to soften and make you feel that spirituality coming through. And I don't know how. You can let me know. I would love for you to share that with me. So that is the aspect that I do with the chakras. And I hope that you like that, because when I first found out about them, I thought, well, that's fascinating. And anything having to do with energy, I'm all about anyway. So I just want to share that. And then we're going to go on with the reading. And like I said, we're going to shorten these readings up. And it's about 20, 25 minutes. I do a 6-card spread this time. I change that up too. Sometimes it's the Celtic Cross. That's a little bit longer. I tend to do the collective reading with the Celtic Cross on Monday that I mentioned for the week. You can always come back and see that. And I've already shuffled these, but I was just asked to do that and one more. And I am using this deck this month for April 2025, and it's called the Small Spell Tarot deck. I like it a lot. It was a gift from last Christmas. It's growing on me, and I love the illustrations. So I'll lay out the cards, and I'll talk about what each position means and the clarification of that card as well. So the very first card, beautiful, beautiful Capricorns, success-oriented Capricorns, grounded earth energy Capricorns. You had a lot of change yourself, but that's something we'll go into at another time and a more individual. I do individual readings as well. You can always, click the link below, which is Pure Massage Therapies, where I do them in person. If you ever want to leave me a message, or j.belly@comcast.net is another way, and we can work out whatever you might need. So we have the recent past leading you into this reading, and we have the Page of Pentacles. Well, there you are. There's your earth energy. And Page of Pentacles is just that. It is the pentacles, it's the coins. For me, I like to describe it, anything having to do with pentacles has to do with the earth and the sustenance we need and the tangible things that we need to survive, to live, money, food, health, family. We can touch, see, feel the tangible things. The pages are the messengers, okay? And I looked at that because I was thinking, what am I saying? Mercury retrograde has really, really affected me a great deal this time. It happens every 3 times a year, so it's nothing new. More and more people are understanding it, but it does affect the cognitive skill from the brain to the mouth a lot. You gotta laugh, because sometimes the things that come out, I don't even know. I couldn't make that happen if I tried, but please do bear with me. And the page is the youthful, the youngest court card, and the youngest messenger. So this could mean that you are dealing with a child or somebody who acts immature, or it's the beginning of an idea that could bring in some money and to help add to your, I'm sure, already affluent life. Because I'm being honest, as a Capricorn, I've never met one yet, and I'm a very mature woman who's been studying these things for many years. I've not met a Capricorn who is not either on their way to success or already very much successful, because that's what they do. And they are known as the goat, as far as the glyph goes, and the archetype. Goat being sure-footed, climbing the highest crags and mountains, and never even thinking twice. Like, I'm gonna get to the other side. I have no doubt in my mind. So with that trajectory and that energy, that's just so beautiful. Also, you're ruled by Saturn. And Saturn is known as the restrictive, kind of like, kind of keeps you a little bit rigid, keeps you on track. This is all you've known. So that's what gets you where you need to go. You've never had that be a problem for you. And quite frankly, it's paid off very, very well. And people turn to you for advice. You're usually, like I said, maybe in the background, but if not owning the business, you're certainly running it. And you're perfectly fine running it by yourself. But, of course, I know that you are generous in the way that you will hire people that are well suited. Okay, so this is information about maybe a new idea, a new child. With Venus retrograde, there's been a lot of discussions and a lot of transformation that's happening with the planets throughout the year and then onward that we've never even seen in our lifetime. Aries is predominant. We're in Aries season. Aries is a fire sign. Aries is just that first, he's the first sign of the zodiac. He brings in spring, a cardinal sign. You being a cardinal sign as well, you bring in and usher in the season of winter. You're used to the sparseness and the cold and the dark, and you still persevere. So I love this for you. Be prepared if you haven't already. I think coming into this reading, you know exactly what this is. It's a new opportunity. It could be that you wanting to get more in touch with your child, inner child again. I know that sounds maybe a little bit off-putting in some ways, but it doesn't need to, because it's always a part of us. And what we experienced as a younger child, a lot of times sticks with us. So if there's things that you wanted to, with the retrogrades, it's all about going inward and kind of reviewing things. And people come from your past and they remind you of your childhood. And, our parents that have been long gone, and God love them, they're still influencing us, in strong ways. So that's not to be forgotten either. Or just being a child again and having fun and letting things go. Because I have to say that I think it happens with you, and I think it happens with all of us, but I feel like I was laughing the other day, and it felt so good. And I just thought, I used to laugh so much, like too much. And that kind of stopped, but I want to bring that back. So that's just a little reminder too. In your present position, Capricorn, you have the Two of Pentacles. So here we go from the page and the message about maybe somebody wanting to, help you or join you in some way, or you're thinking about putting money aside for, a child or a furry companion. It doesn't have to be an actual child or human, a creative project. Two is having it together, man. Look at this. It's like the peace sign. It's like, that's right. I got this. I'm balancing it. I'm making it work. I know how to do this. This is not my first rodeo. Okay, so I love that. And it's very conducive to the fact that it's a second indication that something good is growing, and it's not surprising, but you made these things happen. We manifest things all the time, and you're a hard-working person. So congratulations that you are still on top of it, because a lot of things have changed for people, layoffs, you name it. We're not going there. We're going to the fact that you've got this under control, and there's a good balance with everything that's been happening. So congratulations. Future message. I can't even believe this. And all my readings are different. There's a few cards that have come up, in about 2 or 3 of them, I will be honest with that. But not like this. And this is the Ace of Pentacles. So you have an idea, you're getting a message, you're getting some kind of information, maybe you've been waiting for it, and the retrogrades have kept it back. It wasn't the time. Well, it's coming, okay? With the forward motion of both of them by the 12th, and then onward, and Aries energy, and then Leo, because Mars will go into Leo. That's all about center stage, being seen, being recognized. The accolades are there. You're more sociable. You're feeling great. Ace of Pentacles. You got the ace in your pocket, man. It goes from information about something and lead you need to just like, okay, I think I can do that because I can put this here and that here, whatever however you work it out, you've got this, it's balanced. And then you got that extra one that's going to really take you to the next level. Okay, that's the cherry on the sundae, as they say. And all pentacles, all in your energy, all also very appropriate for who you are and what you do in this world. Okay, and you know who you are, and you know what I'm talking about. So I love that. Let's clarify this for you. Page of Pentacles. You have the Sun. This has come up. I'm happy to say it's come up, and it makes so much sense. Not only are we in the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere, if you happen to be here, it's the fall in the southern, but it's just, I mean, we've had a lot of rain still and all that, and strange weather and cold, but the rest of this week is going to be sunny, and the sun literally, affects us in the way that it does have vitamin D. It does give us warmth. It does absolutely give us energy. It helps the food to grow. The list goes on and on. And this is one of the best cards you could possibly get. So whatever this message is, or whatever you're talking about, or this agreement, or this new epiphany of like, I want to have a family now. It just clicks like that. With eclipses, it does that. It brings things in, it takes things out in our thoughts, in our life, in our, physical world. And you're all about it. 19 equals a 10, 19 equals 10. So that you take away the 0, it's 1. It's starting a new cycle. And cycle is now, okay? Let's just say it's right now, but certainly April, mid-month on, and going forward into June, and therefore it's just going to be an incredibly different, beautiful, energetic feeling that you're going to love and you're going to be thriving on. Clarification of 2 of Pentacles. 8 of Wands. Fast information. Wands, fire. 8, abundance, prosperity, the most abundant number in numerology. This is an amazing, beautiful, extremely, I would say, abundant reading. The wands are just like, it's whatever was slowed down is no longer going to be slowed down. Okay, I'm doing the money rain thing, right? That's what this card reminds you of too. Just this outpour of just beautiful abundance. And then the Ace of Pentacles, what is that? This may include that as well as a clarification. Knight of Wands. It's another messenger. It's the Knight of Wands is a fast moving, and it's fiery, and it's once again Aries season. Aries, predominantly, Mercury's going into Aries in a few days as well in April. I don't remember the exact date. I think it's around the 18th, the day that close to when Mars, goes into Leo. I mean, communication is going to be clearer than ever. Aries is straightforward and very much, like, let's push forward, let's not wait. Impulsive is another word known for Aries, but strength and power and clarification on what you need, okay? This is the night that's going to, they're regal and they're very, very, it's important to them that they get that message to you. There might be a little bit of the roll of the dice. I mean, that's another thing that can happen in the impulsivity. You want to be careful if that's an issue, but I'm not really seeing that predominantly, but I did see the dice. So it has a 3 and a 4, and that's 7, lucky 7. So I love it. I think this could be one of the most memorable months, and then I think it's going to continue, like I said, for the next couple with all of the energetic aspects of the planets happening. I hope that you feel this right now. Please give it time and watch your sun, moon, ascendant, which is the time you were born. You can look these things up very easily now. Astrologists love it for that because, it's a very quick fix. You just put in the information. You have to know the time for your ascendant when you were born, though. And then I would say Venus and Mercury because they've been retrograde. And watch those and just see, how multifaceted you really are. And finishing with your oracle message, which is this beautiful deck that's called the Starseed, because we're all starseeds. You look in the sky and you see that we're all part of this whole incredible vast universe. We all are a central, integral part, right? We all matter. We all are meant to be here. And you most certainly are, Capricorn. So I appreciate you being here greatly. All I would ask, if you feel it at all, because I'm a soft sale, is to like and subscribe and share and just come on back. Help me grow this channel, okay? I have that Aries energy in me now. I'm feeling it too. I've done this for years and I have a full-time job with other things, and I thought, this is the year that I want to actually be monetized. I want to make a difference on this channel. Doing what I love, hopefully helping you in some respect. I mean, that is the ultimate for me. That's a win-win. So your message in closing, it's greatly appreciated, by the way, too, and it's free. So your message is, for the month of April, all Capricorns, 2025. Looks like there's 2 together. Weight of the world. Boundaries. Let it go. It's not yours to carry. Isn't that a trip? I mean, it's so true, and it's something that retrogrades can really get us thinking about. And I know you carry a lot. I do. I really, really know that about you. I've known, like I said, a lot of every sign, but it's okay to let go with some of those, responsibilities. Take a vacation, have a great time, get grounded, rethink whatever you have to do, but just know that you don't have to take it all on. Absolutely love this. Guess what? I'm going to read the other one because it happened to come up with it. And I take that as a sign. And it's Hareth. Oh, longing for home. It was reversed. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. This makes me feel instantly like a lot of you actually are more interested than you realized in the astronomical or astrological, because they both are one and the same in a lot of ways, and gazing at the stars. I mean, to see an eclipse, you're not supposed to look at them, but when you go to the places that they're actually the most visible, sometimes here in the United States, but not often, and you're doing it properly and carefully, it's quite the sight, right? It's really fascinating, and it's so much a part of what affects us. And so maybe with this Piscean energy, it's really going to affect you to want to maybe dig a little deeper into where we are living and how it really does affect us and to what extent, because I think you'll be recognizing more and more and more of that's going to be coming to the forefront. It certainly has happened in my eyes from the last 10, 15 years where people are like, Mercury retrograde? Oh yeah. Oh, not again. Really? Okay. Nobody knew about it before, but they understand it. It is a reality and it's happening, and we deal with it and then we keep it moving. I love this. And I love you. I appreciate your time greatly. I'm going to let you go, though. And so take great care. I'd love to see you back in May. Have a good April. Bye for now.